the CDGA booth here at the 2020 Chicago Golf Show, the final day here, and we're joined by Cliff Levingston, who spent 11 years in the NBA, 2 of which with the Chicago Bulls and 2 championship rings. Cliff, thanks for taking the time to join us today.
Oh, you're quite welcome, man.
So you just got off the stage. We saw you were walking around a little bit here, so just tell us kind of how the stage went and kind of how the show's been for you so far.
Well, the stage went very well. I mean, that was my first time being at the stage. I've been to the show about past 3 years, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, I learned a lot, you know, technical stuff about golf, because I play it, but I'm not good at it. But he showed me some things to help my game, and which I can't wait to get out there to do.
You know, obviously spending a lot of your time and career playing in the NBA, but just tell us a little bit about how you got into the game of golf and kind of how the similarities between basketball and golf, and kind of how you can carry some things from both.
Well, you know, I got into golf about 11 years ago, and doing a charity event. Someone wanted me to come out for a charity event. I said, I don't golf. I said, well, just come out, just, you know. So I came out, and, you know, I started swinging the club. I started feeling good about it. I was like, this is something I could do. I mean, I can't get up and down the court anymore, but I can swing this golf club. So I started swinging the golf club, and I've been hooked ever since, you know, just chasing that little white ball. It's been a lot of fun, you know. The similarities to it is you're not really playing against a person. You're playing against the course.
Right.
So that's one thing I learned.
Yeah.
And then every year, it's just like basketball. You try to add something to your game.
Exactly.
You practice on something, whether it's putting, whether it's your approach, whether it's your drive, or your your iron game. So it's always something you can work on. And, you know, just like basketball, it's the little technical things that you do. Right. You know, your alignment, your swing path. Those are the things that you have to make sure you do all the time. Just like shooting a free throw, you got to shoot a free throw the same way every time. You got to have your routine the same way every time.
Exactly.
Golf is a lot like that. So as long as you have your routines, and, you know, you're doing everything consistent the same way, you'll get a consistent result.
You said on the stage that you were learning some kind of technical skills, and you mentioned those just briefly here. What kind of aspect of your game would you say is kind of like the best, and what's something that you think you can improve upon as you continue to play?
Well, you know, I like to think I'm a good putter.
Okay.
You know, I'm a 1.5, 2 putter.
Yeah.
And I can see angles very well. So I can see the balls fading to the right, to the left, uphill, down. I can see that right away as soon as I walk up on the green. So I think putting is my best part. I think my weakest part of my game is my alignment and keeping the ball straight.
Right.
You know, I'm always to the right of where I want to hit the ball every time, and I try to line up differently, and it goes the same place. It's like it's a magnet over there.
Right. Spending 2 seasons with the Bulls, but you say you spend a lot of time in this city still today. Are there a lot of courses in the area that you frequent? You said, you know, Indiana. What kind of some of the courses that you like to play a lot?
Well, I like Mistwood.
Yep.
I like. I mean, who doesn't like the best course here? You know, that's with BMW Championships played at.
Right.
Also, I like. Bolingbrook, Joliet.
Yeah.
I mean, I play all over. I mean, it doesn't matter. If it's a course that I can play it, I go play. I played up all the way far up as almost to Wisconsin.
Right.
You know, I just enjoy the different courses.
Right, exactly. We're very fortunate here in the Midwest with a lot of different courses in the area. As you said, Indiana, Wisconsin, and obviously the Chicago district. You know,
but you know what? One of my favorite courses that I've played a few times out in Sugar Grove.
Okay.
And that is probably one of the best golf courses that I played. Immaculate.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you spent a lot of time in the NBA, obviously a lot of teammates over the course of the years. Are there any particular teammates that you still keep in touch with and you play golf with a lot today? And
oh, I stay in touch with a lot of the guys that I played in the league with. I'm the secretary of the Retired Players Association chapter in Chicago.
Okay.
So I play with a lot of guys, but I talk to Scotty, I talk to Horace all the time, BJ, Dennis Hobson. I mean, I stay in touch with a lot of the guys I played with, you know, from Kevin Willis, Dominic Wilkins, Antoine Carr, Dikembe Mutombo. I'm one of those guys who stay in touch with everyone.
2 seasons again in the NBA with the Chicago Bulls. We're obviously here celebrating golf and promoting golf in the Chicago area. What about this area is something that you enjoy most, and what makes this area so unique just from a sports perspective?
Well, first and foremost, there are fans and there are super fans. Chicago have super fans. I mean, you go to the Cubs. The Cubs hadn't won in so many years, and they sell out all the time. That's a fan for you. As a player, you appreciate a true fan.
Yeah.
You know, and then more importantly, I like the Midwest, the people. The people in the Midwest are genuinely got a heart of gold, and they're hardworking people, and they respect anyone who works hard, whether it's in the sports field or it's everyday life. You know, you respect those type of people.
And obviously, as we said, we're lucky with just the amount of courses in the golf in this area as well, in that sports realm. So, Cliff, we appreciate you taking the time and stopping by the CDGA booth today.
You're quite welcome. You know, you guys keep up the good work. I mean, you guys are all over the place. I mean, and, you know, one thing I do like is how you guys incorporate the young kids, getting them involved in golf early, and that's a big plus, because the sport right now needs some rejuvenation with some young people, and keep doing the job you're doing.
All right, Cliff, we hope you enjoy the rest of the show today, and thanks again for stopping by.
I will do, Tim.